Yeah.
You know?
Good. And you know what? That's one reason why it's good to be with brothers, because it's like you keep each other on point. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, play that video game, do this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's one thing, at least in Fayetteville, like again, you do by yourself, it's like it's lacking. You know, you somewhere like LA or Dallas.
Oh,
you got a lot of brothers.
Yeah.
In there, so it's easier. But
I even wanted to move the camp and teach at the Cross Creek Mall. You know?
No, they ain't gonna allow that, bro.
Really?
I thought about it, but it's private property. They gonna, as soon as that, this in Fayetteville. Are you from there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, me too.
Yeah, there's nothing to do.
There's not. But trust me, growing up in the '90s, there's more to do now than it was then. But
you had it going for
yeah.
tobacco pills.
Nah, we used to go to the club and everything. More on that later. But nah, this is probably the best place to teach, man.
Maybe
the only other place I could think is maybe somewhere on the Merc. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like I don't know if you know what Bronco Square is.
Yeah.
You know that.
Probably good too.
But that's just
even talking about the club. There's like a Jamaican spot over on if you go on Morganton, you drive basically all the way down, right, and then you'll hit like a
talking about
line.
before you get to the food line. Okay,
yeah, and then you take that right.
The right,
like
so you're going toward the base.
Yeah, like over in that area.
But is there a lot of foot traffic over there though? Like,
not really.
See,
so I don't. It's slim pickings out here, you know.
Right.
Even I was thinking about going out to Lumberton and just looking and finding some spots.
I thought about that because a lot of gad out there. So
yeah.
it's like, man, I go out there and get
there was a parade and me and Quan was gonna go, but then the spirit didn't allow it. I don't know why, but we just didn't end up doing it. It says iron sharpening iron.
Right.
That's why being brotherly is it's gonna build both of us up, you know.
Come. Yeah. Okay, but here's my thing. I mean, Quan is really cool with my brothers, but I can't mess with that.
Can't mess. All right.
Doctrine-wise,
it says after the first and second admonition, reject. You know, I can't keep going back into the stuff that we've been talking about. And guess what? Then you don't want to talk about it anymore.
Right.
You know,
Right.
Why don't you want to talk about the scriptures?
Right.
If we're not how can two walk together lest it be agreed? If we're not agreed, then we can't. You know.
Right. Can't do. Yeah. It can't be nothing. And not to get on the brother, but I think Quan. This is just my opinion. I think he comes from the aspect of, look, as long as we're teaching, everything's going to fall into place. But that's not how it goes. Like, I mean, it will if you're in the spirit.
Or he even said, like, because he's talking about he deals with all the camps in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if
he said that?
Yeah, he said that he watches all the camps, you know.
Double-minded man is unstable in all ways.
And then he's like, oh, you got to pick the bones and such from all the camps. But really, if they don't have that true doctrine, you're just going to get confused. That's just confusion, you know.
It's fine if you're grounded in the truth, like
But he's not grounded.
Right.
If you was grounded, you would already pick the camp. You know, you already know. Oh, you can tell these are the men of the Lord. You know. You know.
Right. And with GMS, it's obvious, and I wish I had half the zeal that these brothers have, because it's like they constantly putting up videos, it's constantly going out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, I'd love to do that.
The time is now. That's all we can do is just labor and pick it out. I know it's hard sometimes, but there was times when I had to just wake up, like the spirit was just on me, and I just felt bad, and I just had to wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning and just do a video before work. You know, that type of stuff. You know, because sometimes you just be feeling like, I'm gonna die if I don't do this work. You know?
Right. That's why I was like, well, I'm not gonna camp with these brothers at all, but you know what I'm saying?
Find a way to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
But I was like, for me, it was like, look, you gotta be GMS or Sakari. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with everything Sakari does.
You know why? But Sakari got a good doctrine because he was from GMS.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but who's listening to Nazariah?
Who's that? Chicago cat, right?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Nobody is. He's not going out no more.
He a bug out.
He a bug out. You know, so there's different. Sakari leaving was different from Nazariah leaving.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
And we don't know if he could be a man of the Lord. That's why I don't really say anything, because he's still doing this work.
Right.
You know, he would jump on the opportunity, you know?
Yeah,
That's kind of how we got to be.
With him, the thing that kind of just bothers me is, I don't know.
The merchandise of the truth.
Well, it's not like he sells Sakari shirts. He sells, his stuff, but it just still seems off. Like, I don't like the rap. Like the rap is good, but I don't think it should be mixed with the truth.
Oh dang, I didn't hear any of the rap.
Not
I know
him,
that's
but Brother Hakah, his second in command raps. You never saw none of that? Yeah, he raps. I mean, it's good. It's really good, and but it's Israelite rap, but it's just like it don't need to be there. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
they went to that Israelite award or something.
You talking about Sanetta's thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So,
see, and don't get me wrong, girl, he's my brother. I mean, me and him converse sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But
just like me.
yeah, certain stuff I just don't agree with. But I feel like I really can't. I mean, I can't say something against he out here in the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really. There's really only so much I can say. You know what I'm saying?
If the Most High has you say it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just, that's what we're learning, the judgments of the Lord. Right. You know?
God, no respect to that person.
So even if they're on the left, like remember Apostle Tahar all the time, he will rebuke Apostle Gabar. Yeah. You know, you think you've been doing this shit for a long time.
Right.
You know, but he's still getting corrected.
Right. Oh, you talking about that recent thing that happened with when he called out that one brother that he thought he was talking about Haile Selassie or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or I don't even know. I think it was a different video where he was talking about I can't even remember. I just remember Apostle Gabar getting rebuked on something.
Yeah, but you know what?
But at the same time, that dude that's talking about Selassie and them like that, if you're good in the Hebrew but you still don't come out and do the work.
Right. Right.
So.
Right. Well, and but you can see Elder Apostle Gabar has so much respect for Elder Apostle Tar, so he's like, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna do that no more. You know what I'm saying? And all the other elders, so the elders are on point, man.
Exactly.
The elders are on point. I mean, there's
like
very little people to say about it.
Apostle Ariamla. But it's funny, his name means lion's heart. Like the videos he makes, it's just like the information is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, he has a whole different mindset with this truth. Yeah. You know, that Apostle Tahar doesn't really go into because it just wasn't meant for him.
Right.
You know, the lessons I do, different brothers don't do it, or they do it a different way, you know?
Right.
You know, they see a different way, even though it's the same thing, they bring out different experiences, you know?
Yeah, and see, that's what makes the body work. You know what I mean? Everything working together. What this brother don't got, his weaknesses, the other brother strong in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. I don't know. To me, I don't see how people. I guess I do see how people talk about GMS. It's not really warranted. They're not out there making little girls. They're not, But
trust me, you ain't gonna see me with this one.
Right.
Because what? You expect me to use it at camp? Why do I need it? You feel me?
Right.
But no, it's better. It's part, and I already thought about this. You know, even when that GMS Dallas video. Going back to the dream. I had a dream. I was teaching with a different brother. I didn't really see his face, whatever. But some dude came by, walked up right here, and just had like shot like 100 shots at us. He just, and then it was just going through the garment, and then we just went like this. And then it was over, and we was just like, you know, did that really just happen?
Right.
And the dude, I don't know, he must have already ran off, thought we was dead or something. But that's just
but that's beautiful. Hey,
yeah.
Man, that's a preview of that spiritual power, man. I remember this wasn't my dream, but I remember I saw a sister read that she was saying we was in Jacob's trouble or whatever, and she was talking about how brothers had a hand on her neck, handcuffed or whatever. She said she saw somebody make like guess like a fireball or something in his hand. And then the other guy was like, not right now.
What in the world?
Like, yeah, I was just like, that gave me hope. I was like, yo, I can see that, man. I can see that.
What is it? I like this one just to stay on point sometimes. What Yahweh Shai said. Basically said it's
what book you did?
I think it's I don't know. What he said, when he was gonna go through Samaria and they didn't let him in, and it was like rain fire down as Elias.
Did you say brimstone?
He said fire. I can look it up too.
I'm more dealing with the scriptures, not in person, but like I'm online. But okay, I know I need this one, whatever. Search for it. But I need to pray for more. I don't know, man. I'm just studying.
We all do. We all do. I think he said fire down from heaven.
Luke 9:54, and when his disciples, you want me to read?
Yeah, true.
This is Luke 9:54, and when his disciples James and John saw this, they said, "Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, even as Elias did?"
The Samaritans, they didn't let him go through because he had his faith asked to go to Jerusalem. Keep reading.
But he turned and rebuked them and said, "Ye know not what manner of spirit ye are of. For the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them." And they went to another village.
Because what? They even, those apostles, James and John, right? They believed that they could do it, you know? And they probably could.
Right.
If they were in the presence of Yahweh Shai. Right. Anything is possible at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think that building's open.
I don't think it's open either. No, you can't go that way.
I mean, there's a couple open places on the street that probably got an ATM. I don't really know.
But yeah, so we're just not in that spirit right now. We're in that spirit in to reprove, rebuke, exhort, fall long suffering. You know, we're out here. This is our mission to teach this word. And then all that other stuff comes, you know, the celestial bodies.
Right. Right.
And
visiting other planets, other mansions. Yeah. You know, some people don't believe that's referring to other planets. I don't know. I mean, I think the apostles probably have that one right.
Why would he create all this? Right. It says that we're gonna basically be innumerable. You know, right. We're already sand at the sea. You know, there's no way this place isn't gonna be able to hold us.
Right.
You know,
and we can't all live in Israel. You know, I mean, I guess theoretically we could if Most High made them do so, but you know, we were just going off that. All we know is this place ain't gonna be the shit. Gonna be the forbidden zone.
Exactly. Yeah, this place gonna look. It's gonna have sandstorms and all types of stuff.
Nothing but the desert beast on 12 here. Hey man, it's getting real close to, you know, you start looking at the stuff that's going on in the news. They just sent some troops overseas.
Exactly.
I was like, oh.
Over this, the oil getting blown up.
Yeah, come on.
What's the term that you guys talk about? Like Judy says, don't say that because, like, you know, there's like a phrase for like.
Let me read this. This is Colossians 1:24. It says, "Whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of the Lord, the word of God, even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints." Right, and that's prophecy in itself that we got this truth. How did we get this truth and no heathen understands this truth? Right. That's so, it's so freaky. Right. There was no one before this saying, oh, you know, these are the Israelites, you know, and they probably knew, but they didn't understand.
Right.
You know, like it says, the wicked shall not understand. You know, they knew, but they didn't know at the same time.
Right.
You know, because if they really did know, then they wouldn't have done it. You know.
Right.
But there's,
well, I don't know.
They can't escape
He saw so wicked.
They can't escape it.
Yeah, cause he saw so wicked. He probably would have been like, "Well, I'll deal with that."
You know, back in the day, they would want to take down other, like the whole story about it's in Kings where the dude, he came in and he was like, your God is not going to deliver you, right? And then after his whole army gets killed, you know, they have pride in taking down other people's God.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And
well, that's
now,
why atheism gets pushed so much. You know what I mean? It's a lot. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It says, to whom God would make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Yahushua in you, the hope of glory. Right? So we're trying to lead into those Israelite foreigners into this mystery. You know? But it's only for the elect. Whom we preach, warning every man and teaching every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Hamashiach Yahushua, whereunto I also labor, striving according to his working, which worketh in me mightily. Right? It says, whereunto I also labor, striving according to his working, which worketh in me mightily. That's just talking about a heavy spirit, and that's the spirit we need, because what we don't